Descendants: The Rise of Red is the latest film in the Descendants franchise, so today let's rank all 4 of the films from worst to best. Hey everybody, my name's Justin here. I try to watch everything that hits theaters and on streaming services. If you guys are like me, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below and click that bell notification for more up and coming content. How would you rank all 4 of the Descendants films from worst to best? Coming in last place, Descendants: The Rise of Red. This is an enjoyable film, but it does have its flaws. There's a lot of issues with its canon, and being part of the other Descendants films, there's a lot of rushed moments at the end. It doesn't take many risks in telling its story. It really could have capitalized on the events within the film, as we have the daughter of Queen of Hearts and Cinderella that go back in time to try to fix their mother's relationship. They could have strengthened more of that friendship throughout the film, but it's got a lot of great looking moments to it. You could tell the production value went up compared to the previous 3 movies, and there are a lot of likable characters, like the daughter Red doesn't want to be like her mother. She wants to do her own thing. She wants to be in control of her own life. I like that kind of storyline within these movies. Rita Ora is great as the Queen of Hearts, very menacing. It's got a fun storyline. I like the time travel aspect to it, but it's missing that flair from the previous 3 movies. Coming in third place, Descendants 3. This wraps up the trilogy very nicely. I think Audrey being the villain could have been in the second film rather than the third movie, just piggybacking off of that first film. But there's a lot of personal moments with Audrey being that villain. There's more focus on friendship and understanding that the villains are not like their parents, breaking down that barrier. It's a very strong storyline within this movie. The film feels a little bit long. I did like the introduction of Hades, which ended up being Mal's father within this movie, and just the struggles that these characters have, the position that they're in, and how they can all work together, which was a strong storyline in here. Having Uma work alongside Mal just strengthened that friendship and the characters as well. So I did like Descendants 3. It has a lot of great music in here. Choreographed scenes are nicely done. Kenny Ortega offers his style to this movie very nicely. Nice way to end this trilogy and just really focus on the core group of characters and their friendship. Coming in second place is Descendants, the first film that introduced all of the characters in Auradon. I think they handled the storyline very nicely of the 4 main characters being villains and then going to Auradon prep, comprehending their new life, but still focusing on themselves and realizing that they're not their parents and having a hard time breaking away from all of that. This is a chance for them to be themselves. The film did a great job exploring these characters, and they're not just their parents. They have their own personality, and seeing that shine throughout this movie is a highlight of this film. There are some good songs throughout. You could tell that some of the costumes and visuals were touched up nicely in the second and third film. They did a great job of developing the characters nicely within this first film and just having them come face to face with a lot of their emotions and watching them struggle to move forward in life. That's a very strong part of this film, and I like the first Descendants movie. But coming in first place, Descendants 2. This has the most catchy songs throughout. It has a very strong villain of Uma, watching the characters all band together to save Ben against Uma. I like that in here. And one of the stronger storylines is Mel realizing that she may be more comfortable being that villain. That's the life that she knew, and she's having a hard time accepting her new life in Auradon. It's a very realistic storyline as someone that spent their whole life being a villain and now has to make these decisions in Auradon and having a lot of people rely on her. It's weighing her down. She goes back to her home, and that just adds so much to this character and what she is struggling with. And having Ben go to the island and the song Chillin' Like a Villain, those are all very memorable sequences within this film. Out of all 4 films, Descendants 2 has the most memorable sequences, the most catchy songs, has a really strong villain of Uma, exploring friendship and who you are as a person. It's all done very nicely in the second film. Some of the best choreographed dance sequences and songs are throughout this movie. I really like Descendants 2, exploring more of Auradon and the island as well, and what these characters represent for both places and trying to come together, and that all led nicely to Descendants 3. So there you guys have it, all 4 Descendants movies ranked worst to best. How would you rank them? Let me know in the comment section down below, and stay tuned for more up and coming ranking videos like this. My name is Just Watches Movies, and you guys stay classy, YouTube.